Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go. Jackrack.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave it. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 13. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They go play action here on first down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Colts had 8-6 now on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Strong. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Flush to his right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And he rifles one incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Strong. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got man-on-man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's got room at the 30, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Off the play fake. Strong. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Strong. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Operating from the gun. Strong. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run here with Taylor. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. No return on this one. It's a fair catch. A signal for and taken. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
There you go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
17.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
10 cycles.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 18.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Strong. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Strong. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Strong. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Patterson.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No
no sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Man, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Hill bites, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Quiddy Pay, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
He'll look to throw.
Going deep to the end zone for Juju.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action. Strong under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Strong. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go. It's Patterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or they're going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And hitting Juju. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Strong. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out right at the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's back to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly